Have you ever felt stuck, like your dreams are just out of reach? What if I told you there's a simple 30-second prayer that could change everything? Today, we're diving into a powerful technique from Neville Goddard that's been transforming lives for decades. It's not about begging the universe or reciting long, complicated mantras. This is about tapping into the incredible power of your own mind to shape your reality. Imagine waking up every morning knowing you have the tools to create the life you've always wanted. That's what we're exploring today, a method so straightforward yet so potent it might just revolutionize the way you think about manifestation. This isn't just another self-help gimmick. It's a time-tested approach that has helped countless people achieve their goals, find happiness, and unlock their true potential. You might be wondering, what makes this 30-second prayer so special? Well, that's exactly what we're going to uncover. Whether you're new to the world of manifestation or you've tried every technique under the sun, this video is for you. We're going to break down Neville Goddard's teachings into simple, actionable steps that anyone can follow. No complicated jargon, no mystical rituals, just a straightforward method that could be the key to unlocking the life you've always dreamed of. Now you might be asking, who is Neville Goddard and why should I listen to him? Let's take a moment to get to know the mastermind behind this life-changing technique. Neville Goddard wasn't your typical spiritual guru. Born in 1905 in Barbados, he was a dancer, a soldier, and eventually one of the most influential spiritual teachers of the 20th century. But what set Goddard apart wasn't his background. It was his ideas. Goddard believed in something revolutionary for his time, that our imagination is the key to shaping our reality. He didn't just think this was a nice idea, he lived it. Throughout his life, Goddard used his own techniques to manifest incredible changes in his world, from avoiding military service to building a successful career as a speaker and author. But here's the thing that makes Goddard's teachings so powerful. He didn't keep them to himself. He shared his insights with anyone who would listen, teaching that every single person has the power to create their own reality. Goddard wasn't interested in building a cult of personality or selling expensive programs. He wanted to empower people with a simple truth, that the world around us is a reflection of our inner thoughts and beliefs. Goddard's teachings weren't based on wishful thinking or empty promises. They were grounded in his deep study of spiritual texts and his own personal experiences. He found a way to bridge the gap between ancient wisdom and practical, everyday application. And that's exactly what we're tapping into with this 30-second prayer technique. Now, when I say prayer, I want you to forget everything you think you know about the concept. We're not talking about kneeling by your bedside, hands clasped, asking for favors from a distant deity. Goddard's idea of prayer is something entirely different. And it's the key to understanding why this 30-second technique is so powerful. In Goddard's view, prayer isn't about asking for things you want. It's about feeling as if you already have what you desire. This might sound strange at first, but stick with me, because this shift in perspective is what makes all the difference. Think about it. When you're asking for something, you're coming from a place of lack. You're reinforcing the idea that you don't have what you want. But when you feel as if your desire is already fulfilled, you're aligning yourself with the reality you want to create. This is where the real magic happens. By changing how you feel, you start to change how you think and act. And when you change your thoughts and actions, you begin to see real changes in your life. It's like tuning a radio to a different station. Suddenly, you're picking up on opportunities and possibilities that were always there, but you couldn't see before. But here's the best part. This form of prayer doesn't require hours of meditation or complicated rituals. It's something you can do in just 30 seconds, anytime, anywhere. It's a tool that's always at your disposal, ready to help you shift your perspective and align with your desires. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds too good to be true. How can just feeling different actually change my life? That's a great question, and it's one that Goddard addressed throughout his teachings. He believed that our outer world is a reflection of our inner state. By changing our inner state through this form of prayer, we set in motion a chain of events that can lead to profound changes in our external reality. Think of it like planting a seed. When you plant a seed, you don't dig it up every day to see if it's growing. You trust in the process, knowing that with the right conditions, that seed will sprout and grow. This 30-second prayer works in much the same way. You're planting a seed in your subconscious mind, and with consistent practice, you'll start to see the fruits of your mental labor. But it's not just about positive thinking or wishful daydreaming. Goddard's technique is about fully immersing yourself in the feeling of your desire fulfilled. It's about engaging all your senses and emotions in a vivid, mental scene. When you do this, you're not just thinking about what you want, you're experiencing it on a deep, emotional level. This emotional engagement is crucial because our subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. By repeatedly exposing your subconscious to the feeling of your desire fulfilled, you're training your mind to accept this new reality as truth. And when your subconscious accepts something as true, it goes to work, making that truth a reality in your outer world. Now, I know what you might be thinking. If it's this simple, why isn't everyone doing it? The truth is, many people are skeptical of techniques like this. We've been conditioned to believe that change is hard, that we need to struggle and strive to achieve our goals. But what if that belief itself is what's holding us back? What if the key to unlocking our dreams is simply changing the way we think and feel? That's the revolutionary idea at the heart of Goddard's teachings. He believed that we are all divine beings, capable of shaping our reality through the power of our imagination. This 30-second prayer technique is a practical way to tap into that power to align ourselves with the reality we want to create. But here's the thing. Knowing about this technique isn't enough. To see real changes in your life, you need to put it into practice. That's why in the next section, we're going to break down exactly how to do this 30-second prayer. We'll go through it step by step so you can start using this powerful tool in your own life right away. Remember, this isn't about forcing change through sheer willpower. It's about aligning yourself with the reality you want to experience. It's about tapping into the incredible power of your own mind to create the life you desire. And the best part? You don't need any special skills or knowledge to do it. You already have everything you need right inside you. As we move forward, I want you to keep an open mind. Even if this concept seems strange or unfamiliar, give it a chance. After all, what do you have to lose? At worst, you'll spend 30 seconds imagining something pleasant. But at best, you might just unlock the secret to manifesting the life of your dreams. So, are you ready to discover how this simple 30-second prayer can transform your life? Let's dive in and explore the technique that has the power to change everything. Now that we've laid the groundwork, let's dive into the heart of Neville Goddard's powerful manifestation method, the 30-second prayer technique. This simple yet profound practice can be your key to unlocking a world of possibilities. So how does it work? Let's break it down step by step. First, find a quiet moment. It doesn't have to be a special time or place. You can do this anywhere. You can close your eyes for half a minute. Take a deep breath and relax. Now here's where the magic begins. Close your eyes and picture clearly what you want as if it's already happened. Maybe it's a new job, a loving relationship, or perfect health. Whatever it is, see it in your mind's eye with as much detail as possible. But here's the crucial part. Don't just see it, feel it. Feel the joy, the excitement, the gratitude of having what you desire. If it's a new job, feel the satisfaction of sitting at your new desk. If it's a relationship, feel the warmth of your partner's embrace. Make it as real and vivid as you can in your imagination. Now, hold on to that feeling. Let it fill your entire being for those 30 seconds. Really let yourself believe that what you're imagining is your current reality. Then, when you're ready, open your eyes and go about your day. That's it. That's the 30-second prayer. It might seem too simple to be effective, but that's the beauty of it. You don't need any special skills or equipment. You don't need to spend hours meditating or chanting. Just 30 seconds of focused imagination and feeling can set powerful forces in motion. The key is to do this regularly. Make it a part of your daily routine. You might do it first thing in the morning, setting the tone for your day, or perhaps you prefer to do it just before bed, letting your subconscious work on it as you sleep. The important thing is consistency. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes, and the more powerful its effects can be. Remember, this isn't about forcing things to happen through sheer willpower. It's about aligning your inner state with your desires, trusting that as you change on the inside, your outer world will reflect that change. It's a gentle but powerful process of transformation. You might be wondering, how can something so simple be so effective? The power of this technique lies in its ability to shift your mindset and emotions. When you vividly imagine and feel your desire as already fulfilled, you're doing more than just daydreaming. You're actually changing your brain chemistry and your energetic state. Think about how you feel when you're worried about something. Your heart might race, your palms might sweat, and you might feel tense all over. Those physical reactions come from your thoughts and emotions. Now, flip that around. When you focus on positive outcomes and feelings of joy and gratitude, your body responds differently. You relax, your mood lifts, and you start to feel more confident and optimistic. This shift in your internal state has a ripple effect on your external world. When you feel more positive and confident, you're more likely to notice opportunities that align with your goals. You might find yourself taking actions you wouldn't have considered before. People might respond to you differently, picking up on your new energy and attitude. But it goes even deeper than that. According to Goddard's teachings, and backed by modern quantum physics, our thoughts and feelings actually influence the world around us on an energetic level. By consistently aligning your inner state with your desires through this 30-second prayer, you're essentially tuning yourself to the frequency of what you want to attract. It's like tuning a radio. When you tune to a specific station, you pick up that signal clearly. In the same way, when you tune your thoughts and feelings to your desires, you become more attuned to the opportunities and circumstances that can make those desires a reality. This technique also works because it bypasses the logical, critical part of your mind that might usually tell you why something isn't possible. When you're fully immersed in the feeling of your desire fulfilled, even if just for 30 seconds, you're speaking directly to your subconscious mind. And your subconscious doesn't know the difference between what's vividly imagined and what's real. It accepts the images and feelings you feed it as reality. Over time, with consistent practice, this new reality becomes your subconscious belief. And when your subconscious believes something is possible, it goes to work making it happen. It influences your perceptions, your decisions, and your actions in ways you might not even be aware of, all aligned with bringing your desire into physical reality. While the 30-second prayer technique is simple, there are a few pitfalls that can hinder its effectiveness. Being aware of these common mistakes can help you get the most out of your practice. The first mistake many people make is focusing on what they don't want instead of what they do want. It's easy to fall into this trap, especially if you're trying to change a challenging situation. For example, if you're struggling financially, you might find yourself imagining being free from debt, but that still keeps your focus on the lack of money. Instead, imagine the positive state you want, perhaps feeling secure and abundant, easily paying your bills, and enjoying financial freedom. Another common error is not truly believing it can happen. This often stems from past disappointments or deeply ingrained limiting beliefs. You might go through the motions of the technique, but deep down, you don't really think it's possible for you. Remember, the power of this method lies in feeling as if your desire is already fulfilled. If you're struggling with belief, start with smaller, more easily believable desires and build up from there. Giving up too soon is another mistake many people make. Manifestation isn't always instant. Sometimes the changes happen gradually or in ways you might not immediately recognize. Some people try the technique for a few days, don't see immediate results, and conclude it doesn't work. But like any skill, this takes practice and patience. The key is to persist, even when you don't see immediate changes. Some people also make the mistake of trying to control exactly how their desire will manifest. They become so fixated on a specific outcome that they miss other opportunities that could lead to their goal. The 30-second prayer is about aligning with the essence of what you want, not dictating every detail of how it should happen. Stay open to unexpected ways your desire might come to fruition. Lastly, a common pitfall is treating the technique as a chore or a task to be checked off a list. If you're just going through the motions without really engaging your emotions and imagination, you're missing the point. This isn't about quantity of time spent, but quality of focus and feeling. Even if it's just 30 seconds, make sure you're fully present and emotionally engaged in your imaginal scene. By avoiding these common mistakes, you can enhance the effectiveness of your 30-second prayer practice. Remember, this is a powerful tool, but like any tool, its effectiveness depends on how you use it. With awareness and practice, you can refine your technique and tap into its full potential for manifesting positive changes in your life. To make the most of Neville Goddard's 30-second prayer technique, here are some tips that can help boost your success rate. First and foremost, practice every day. Consistency is key when it comes to reprogramming your subconscious mind. Just like building a muscle, the more you exercise your imagination in this way, the stronger it becomes. Try to incorporate this practice into your daily routine, perhaps as part of your morning or evening ritual. Being clear about what you want is another crucial factor. Vague desires lead to vague results. Instead of wishing for more money, imagine a specific amount in your bank account. Rather than hoping for better health, picture yourself engaging in activities that demonstrate your vitality. The more specific and detailed your imaginal scene, the easier it is for your subconscious to accept it as real. Trusting the process, even if you don't see immediate results, is vital. Remember, you're working with universal laws that operate on their own timetable. Sometimes, the changes you desire may require a series of events to unfold. Other times, you might need to grow or change in some way to be ready for your desire. Have faith in the process and know that as long as you're consistently aligning your thoughts and feelings with your desires, you're moving in the right direction. Another tip is to engage all your senses in your imaginal scene. Don't just visualize, feel, hear, smell, and taste your desired reality. The more senses you involve, the more real it becomes to your subconscious mind. If you're imagining a dream vacation, feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, hear the waves crashing on the shore, smell the salty sea air, taste the tropical fruits. Lastly, maintain a state of gratitude. Feeling grateful for what you desire as if you already have it is a powerful way to align your energy with your goals. It also helps to cultivate gratitude for what you already have in your life. This puts you in a positive state of mind that's more conducive to manifesting your desires. To illustrate the power of this technique, let's look at a few real-life examples of how people have used Neville Goddard's methods to transform their lives. Take Sarah, for instance. She had been stuck in a job she disliked for years, dreaming of starting her own business, but never finding the courage to do so. After learning about the 30-second prayer technique, she began to spend time each day imagining herself as a successful entrepreneur. She visualized herself in her own office, feeling confident and fulfilled, serving clients she loved. Within months, opportunities began to appear. A potential business partner reached out, she found a mentor willing to guide her, and she even won a small business grant. Today, Sarah runs her own thriving consulting firm, living the life she once only imagined. Then there's Michael, who had been single for years and longed for a loving relationship. Instead of focusing on his loneliness, he used the 30-second prayer to imagine himself in a happy, committed partnership. He felt the joy of sharing his life with someone special, the comfort of coming home to a loving partner. He didn't force or rush things, but maintained this practice consistently. A few months later, he met someone at a friend's gathering, someone who shared his values and aspirations. They've now been happily together for over 2 years. Lastly, consider the story of Emma, who had always struggled with her health and weight. She began using the 30-second prayer to envision herself healthy, fit, and full of energy. She imagined how it would feel to run effortlessly, to enjoy nutritious meals, to wake up each morning feeling vibrant. Gradually, she found herself naturally drawn to healthier choices. Exercise became something she looked forward to rather than dreaded. Her tastes changed, and she started craving wholesome foods. Over time, not only did she reach her goal weight, but she also discovered a passion for wellness that led her to become a certified health coach. These stories illustrate that the 30-second prayer technique can work for various aspects of life: career, relationships, health, and more. The key in each case was consistent practice, clear visualization, and aligning their feelings with their desires. Incorporating the 30-second prayer into your daily routine doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, its simplicity is what makes it so powerful and accessible. Here are some suggestions on when and how to practice this technique. One ideal time to do your 30-second prayer is right when you wake up. In those first moments of consciousness, your mind is still in a receptive state, making it easier to impress your desires upon your subconscious. Before you even get out of bed, take 30 seconds to vividly imagine and feel your desire as fulfilled. Another great opportunity is just before you go to sleep. As you're lying in bed, use those last moments of wakefulness to engage in your 30-second prayer. This allows your subconscious to work on your desire as you sleep, potentially leading to inspired ideas or opportunities when you wake. However, you don't have to limit yourself to these times. The beauty of this technique is that you can do it anytime you feel stressed or worried. Feeling anxious about a presentation at work? Take 30 seconds to imagine it going perfectly, feeling confident and composed. Worried about your finances? Use half a minute to feel the relief and security of financial abundance. You can also use transitional moments in your day for this practice. Waiting for your coffee to brew, sitting at a red light, standing in line at the grocery store. Instead of reaching for your phone, use these brief pauses as opportunities for your 30-second prayer. The key is to make it a habit. You might want to set reminders on your phone, at least initially, to prompt you to take these 30-second breaks throughout your day. Over time, it will become second nature, a tool you can reach for whenever you need to realign with your desires and shift your state of mind. Remember, it's not about the quantity of time you spend, but the quality of your focus and feeling during those 30 seconds. A few moments of fully engaged imagination and emotion can be more powerful than hours of half-hearted effort. As we wrap up our exploration of Neville Goddard's 30-second prayer technique, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. We've discovered a simple yet profound method for manifesting our desires, a technique that doesn't require hours of meditation or complicated rituals, but rather a focused use of our innate power of imagination. We've seen how this short, daily practice can shift our internal state, aligning our thoughts and emotions with our desires. We've learned that by feeling as if our wishes are already fulfilled, we can begin to reshape our reality from the inside out. We've explored the science behind why this works, understanding that our subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. We've also addressed common mistakes to avoid, provided tips for success, and shared real-life examples of how this technique has transformed lives. We've discussed practical ways to incorporate this practice into our daily routines, making it accessible no matter how busy our lives may be. Remember, the power of this technique lies not in forcing change through willpower, but in gently aligning ourselves with the reality we wish to create. It's about tapping into the incredible potential of our minds and using our imagination as a tool for positive transformation. As you move forward from here, I encourage you to give this technique a try. Start small if you need to, with desires that feel achievable, and build from there. Be patient with yourself and with the process. Change may not happen overnight, but with consistent practice, you may find yourself amazed at the shifts that occur in your life. The 30-second prayer is more than just a manifestation technique. It's a way of taking control of your thoughts, your emotions, and ultimately, your life. It's about recognizing that you have the power to shape your reality, one imagination session at a time. So, are you ready to unlock the power of manifestation in your life? Remember, it all begins with just 30 seconds. 30 seconds to imagine, to feel, to align with your desires. 30 seconds that could change everything. The power is in your hands, or more accurately, in your mind. Use it wisely, use it consistently, and watch as your world transforms around you. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Neville Goddard's powerful technique. Here's to your success, your growth, and the beautiful future you're about to create. Remember, every great change begins with a single thought. Your 30-second prayer could be the beginning of something amazing, so why not start now? Close your eyes, imagine, feel, and let the magic unfold.